Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Advancement Center and welcome to the world of magic and miracles. This is a remote broadcast from Pleasant Hill, California, as I'm visiting my mom in preparation for a trip back east to visit my daughter, my grandsons, son in law, and other family. And we're excited to see our family on the other coast, who we are very close to and speak to often. So I'm happy to be here today to be broadcasting and connecting with you as I do every Friday. These transmissions, they build as we speak to you. It starts off with a pleasant introduction, and the vibration is felt, and the purity of the signal that's being delivered. And as we continue to speak, we take you to the place where there's no space and time, smiling all the way as we take you beyond this one aspect of where you exist into a place where you quite easily feel that you exist everywhere. And that vibration and that transmission builds upon itself as first we go there as we speak, and then we take you with us. And that's the formation of every transmission, whether it's in this form or two people speaking in their living room or at work. Something builds, and the next thing you know, both people are on tour to places that are felt instantly without moving from where you are. Our journey to this expansive recognition and awareness has been incredible. And as we look back, we see where we came from and we see where we are. I remember what felt like the beginning of my journey in this incarnation, where I became aware and introduced to the masters, and my life changed because the awareness of that reality became foremost in my life. And I remember waking up each day excited. What will you show me today? What will I see? How will I grow? How will I move closer to what I know is my destiny? And it sits in the back of your mind but it sits at the front of your heart. And it wouldn't matter what was delivered to me that day, because I knew it was for me. A guy could yell at me in a car because he was making a U-turn and I was making a right turn, and he thought I was in the wrong, and he screamed and cursed. That was for me. And I saw, oh my goodness, he's afraid. And that's what came for me that moment, that day. And that was maybe the first of many moments. And our support, and even you yourself, are bringing things into your life that are perfect for you to go where you have requested to go. And they're delivered from the masters, the angels, friends like Simeon, your creator. And most times people will be, I'm excited for what's going to come today. But they're thinking it's going to be a new car or a new house or money or a new relationship. And those things might come if you need them. But what comes is what you need. A guy yelling at you, saying, hey, you cut me off. And to find out what's inside of you. Reaction, fear, love. Which one? And then you're taken to another level of your destiny, and you pass it on so freely, without words. I remember when my brother was killed as a police officer, and I watched many family members come and support us. And when they saw us, they just broke down and cried. And I watched my mother love them. And I thought, wow, how can she do that? How can she, in the face of a loss, love and hold them when they were in the position to support her? And that's what we do for each other. And everything that comes into your life every day is to produce that strength, that love, that power that makes people say, how are you doing that? I think it was a couple of days ago, I was going to the laundry room to do laundry, and I ran into a guy coming in who I know. And I said, hey, Bill, how you doing? And he said, hi, not too good. And I said, oh, well, that won't do. And he said, well, I got a flat tire and my car is just parked over there. And I asked someone to help me, and they said they were going to help, but then they didn't show up, and I asked someone else. And he said, I've got all these bad things that have been happening in a row. And he said, There's usually 3 in a row, but I've had like 13. And I said, oh, we can fix that. And then I put my clothes in. He said, well, I'm going to take my clothes out of the washer and put them in the dryer. And the washing machine was full of water. It hadn't spun out, and it was stopped. And he said, see, that's number 14. And I said, well, there'll be more if you believe that. But we'll put an end to that. And I said, just take your clothes, put them in another machine, and rewash them. And I said, can I help you with your tire? And he said, well, I can't get the jack to work, And I said, well, I don't know if I can do it, but I'll look. So we went out to his truck, and I couldn't figure out the jack. It's a big Tahoe with a tire underneath. And I said, well, I have AAA. I can call them and they can come over and replace your tire, get your spare out. And he said, oh, you could do that? And I said, yeah, I can just call them and they'll come. And I called AAA, and about half an hour they came. They pumped his tire up. It seemed like it had a slow leak. And he was off to get it repaired. In the meantime, we talked more. And he said, yeah, my car broke down a while ago and I felt it coming. And so I took a more traveled road than I was going to take to get back home. And it broke down. It was my fuel pump. But he said I could hear something wasn't right. And then he said, what do you know? I broke down right in front of a phone where you can call for help. And so I called for help. And they told me it'd be about a half an hour. And then I looked up, and I had been having all this stress. And I looked up and I was looking at the ocean. Where I broke down was right by the ocean. And I just sat there and felt the ocean. And he said, I guess this was something I had to have happen to me, because I see that it came to help me grow. He didn't use those words, and I just watched him step away from 13 bad things or 3 bad things have to happen. And he thanked me, and I left once his tire got pumped up. And I just thought how this is what was coming for you today. How exciting. You don't know what it's going to be. Something that seems negative turns into the best gift you've ever had. And something that seems positive may do the opposite. But both ways, there's growth. So if you want to wake up every day and say, what's coming for me? What am I going to see today? And when it seems negative, have the same reaction that if it was $1 million left at your door, because we are eternal. No matter how it seems that something that seems negative is leading to the death of you, It's not true. You cannot die. So look for what's coming for you today. It's a gift from you to you, through your angels, through messengers, through the masters, to give you what you actually have requested. A leg up to your destiny. I felt this earlier this week, and I want to share these words. We are at the end of an era, the end of science, logic, effort, struggle, and the end of the human working so hard to make this life work. We are fully entering the era of magic as the lifeblood of our existence. We are truly entering the reign and kingdom of magic that will last for the next 1,000 years, brought forward from the future by you because it is time. And now the miracles will fall upon you like an endless summer rain. And the only thing you will need to do is become more aware of this lifeblood called magic. Hone your skills and sharpen your awareness of its presence, and allow the rest that is coming to ease you of all your work. It's a new era. We've all spoken about it, magic. But in the ending of that other era, there's a complete release of that thing we did called work every day to provide for ourselves, to give ourselves what appeared to be health and safety and security. You can now clock out. That job is done. That era is over. You're no longer an employee of life. You are an observer and a wielder of magic and miracles, and a receiver of both those things in every second of every day. What's coming for me today? What's coming for me right now? Daydream. There is no one who doesn't know the feeling of being outside of their body, outside of the construct of this physical world of time and space. A simple daydream will do that. And each one is aware that they came back to this reality, which means they first had to leave it. When in this place, all are able to express their feelings of freedom, their extra sense of creativity, and mostly their feeling of there not being any time, and therefore the disappearing of all problems and the attention-grabbing thoughts that come with them. It is therefore my greatest desire through these transmissions to take you to that place you already know, the place that you can stay in even while you are here. All you have to do to get there is simply dream. Simply step into a daydream wherever you are, and you will leave the physical world of time and worry and enter the world of your Creator, where you will feel the safety, security, and well-being from your origin. Enter into that daydream as often as you need, and each time you return, you will find that you are stronger in the awareness of who you are and increasingly more secure. Do this until the one day when you will find yourself already there, while still being in the midst of the world of time, and you will discover your true freedom and your true mastery. In the daydream, we see ourselves as everything and everywhere. This is not a dream, but a reality that seems like a dream. It is our natural state of being. This place we call Earth is just a part of the everywhere that we are. But how big of a part can it be compared to everywhere? Take a breath and expand into the infinity of your being. Feel yourself floating and flying. Turn on the daydream and see through the camera lens of your true reality. This place that you now call home is but a grain of sand on a beach of the infinite everywhere that you can access in the blink of an eye. What an incredible grain of sand it is, but a grain of sand nonetheless. A magnificent jewel to be experienced, but far from the limited and permanent name we give it, called home. For how can we, who are everywhere, call one place our home? We are too grand, too rich, and too abundant to only own one home. So they are all our homes. They are all places to visit, places to experience, places to leave, and places to come back to, all in the reality of a daydream. So daydream with your eyes wide open so that you can take in all the sights. For as you enter the daydream, you will exit the world of time and space, and you will realize that you are everywhere. You are the all. We are a mix of it all. How could we not be a mix of it all? We are the all. Inside of us, it all exists, each expression having the energy of the creation of a new world. A smile, a laugh, a tear, joy, pain, creating, loving, hating, angry, happy, sad, and ecstasy, loss, gain, peace, turbulence, hugs, kisses, family, and celebration. And then there's the mystery of it all. Those moments when, like a near-death experience, you float towards the light. You see colors that you never thought could possibly exist. You hear music that has never been heard by a human, and you feel a love that could possibly not exist. And you realize that it is you. You were always this. It always existed within you. You feel and see the perfection in everything, and everything is love. Nothing else has ever existed. You are the all, and you want to stay in this place forever. But you are headed back to that other place where all those other experiences live so that you can help others know the truth of who they really are. And you will have the opportunity to live in this physical place with a new perspective, to experience it all from the new place of knowing it all and being it all. Here lies a freedom that leads to compassion and a joy for the magnificent being that we all are. We are an alchemical mix of it all. And in one moment, in one flash of light, in one daydream, you might truly discover the incredible magnitude of the one that looks back at you in the mirror, squeezed into this incredible, infinite complexity that we call a body. But just as the crystal glass in all its magnificence holds the water, this body holds a spirit that is far too expansive for its beautiful container. We are bursting at the seams, and our awareness is growing to such an expansive place of perfection that our container will finally, like when we were a child, be allowed to be perfect too. For we will have other things to do with this expanded awareness, and our spirit will be able to lead us to bring in more of what we know, more of who we are. I am pointing to a vibration, pure and strong, gentle and secure. It is the vibration of the new human that will create the new world, a vibration that has within it the clearest recognition of the all that we are, each unique, but each encompassing a similar range of frequencies, which is where the masters and angels live. To look upon this vibration would be like looking at the shimmering light that is reflected from the surface of the water. To hear it is like hearing the greatest symphony filled with all the highs and lows of all the family of notes. And to feel it is to feel an all embracing love that deep down within you have known would come and bring itself to you once again. It is without conditions, without explanation, and without understanding. In this physical incarnation, this vibration is many times accompanied with buzzing, body shaking, ears ringing, and heart racing, an incomparable feeling of ecstasy and joy. Outside the physical body, you experience great peace, rest, clarity, knowing, compassion, forgiveness, and a love and recognition of the incredible being that you are. You are embraced in the arms of your Creator, held as gently as a newborn baby, and looked upon with the same awe and amazement as parents do when they gaze upon this perfect life that they are holding in their arms. You are simply incredible. You are everything. You are the beginning, the middle, and the end. You are the all, and you are amazing. Almost too amazing to speak of, and almost too amazing to bear. Welcome home. Welcome to the end of an era and the beginning of a new one. It is the era of you knowing you. Breathe your first breath and take your first steps in this, the new world. Congratulations and cheers to you, my old friend. We are the all, and we are home. And finally, the song, when there is love, I can't wait to talk about it. When things get rough, I like to walk with you. Or when it's night, I like to be the light that's missing and remind you every minute of the future isn't written, not yet. When there is love, or when the heart feels heavy, we can lighten it up. If you've had enough, where you can empty your glass and we'll fill it back up. You know, it's up to us to make it all up. So what you're making up, I can make it up that you could be loved no matter what. You know, the only time is right now. It's right there where you are. You don't need a vacation when there's nothing to escape from. Singing holly la 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 la, holly la 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 la. Let's all sing holly la 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 la. Lay me down. Everything is sound. Let's sing to be happy, to feel things, to communicate and be heard, or sing out to protest and to project and to harmonize with birds. Whether it's your birthday or your dying day, it's a celebration to rejoice, to use your voice and give wings to any old choice. Whatever you're choosing right now, it's right there where you are. You don't need a vacation when there's nothing to escape from. Set your vibration and undulation to the highest it can go. And trust me, hear me. If it makes you want to sing, just sing it. Holly la 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 la. Holly la 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 la. Let's all sing holly la 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 la. Lay me down. Everything is sound. Holly la 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 la. Holly la 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 la. Let's all sing holly la 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 la. Lay me down. We're connected now. Everything we deliver through these transmissions are powerful messages, but they're all held together with lightheartedness, mischief, humor, laughter, silliness, giddiness, not taking ourselves too seriously. And so as I leave you today and wish you a perfect life, perfect health, and a magic future, I also wish you mischief and laughter and silliness and not taking yourself too seriously as you enter in to the era of the lifeblood of magic. I am David, and as I go to see my grandsons, I am also dapper. Thank you for joining me.